Hey guys, I'm just gonna make a quick little information video just because I've been having a lot of questions that I already have answered in a previous video, but I'm not sure if people are referring back to that video, so I thought I'd put all the information here for you guys. Excuse me. First things first, sorry about all this. I just woke up like 10-15 minutes ago and read some of my YouTube comments and thought that this video was necessary. So a lot of people have been asking me about placement and what I got and cost and all that kind of stuff. Um, I got 375 cc's. Originally, I was going to get 350 cc's, but because of my loose skin, my surgeon recommended that I go up to 375 because I would need that to fill out the skin that I had there. So I got 375 cc's. I got them placed above the muscle, and I also got high profile textured implants. So basically, what that whole thing means is generally people that get above the muscle, it projects more and gives more of a fuller, sometimes faker look than it does if you get it under the muscle. Under the muscle tends to give you that nice kind of slope, teardrop, kind of natural brush shape, and that wasn't really what I was going for at this point. I just really wanted them to be like full and perky, and I really didn't care if they looked um, fake. But I told my doctor, do his best to kind of get me the projection I'm looking for without them looking just like, two soccer balls on my chest. Um, Another reason I got above the muscle is because the healing time is way different than if you get under the muscle. I know a few people that have gotten under the muscle and they were kind of out for the count for at least 2 weeks. They were kind of needed help with everything and it was really painful. My recovery's been generally, like, it's been pretty good. This is nowhere near as bad as when I had my reduction surgery. The first night I need help with a few things, twisting open pill bottles, opening doors, putting my seatbelt on, things like that. But I was pretty mobile as far as getting in and out of bed by myself and walking and all those things. The Percocets definitely help with the pain. If I take a Percocet, I don't have any pain. Yesterday I tried going out without taking one for the full day. I took one in the morning and then I felt really good all day until about um, probably 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and then I was forced to take another one. But I only have about 5 more pills left, so probably like another day or two and I'll be off of those completely. What else? So yeah, I got the high profile. High profile also, again, offers more cleavage, more projection. So they actually sit out from your body more rather than kind of like if you imagine like medium profile, then there's like high profile. So they're more round, more projection. Um, as far as cost, I can let you guys know that mine costs a little under $9,000. Um, Now that was for where I go. I know you can go places and the price can vary depending on what surgeon you have. Um, I know someone that went to my exact surgeon like a couple years ago and they basically got theirs for like 5,000. So the price has jumped up, pretty big. Um, but I also needed a scar revision and mine was more of like a reconstructive thing because of all the skin. Um, So yeah, a little under $9,000. I did take out a loan for that, but I've got some money coming from the government and stuff for grants and things like that. So it's really not going to be that bad. I know it is a lot of money and it's a big commitment, so you guys definitely have to think about that for a while, which I did. I kind of went back and forth, like, is it worth the money? Is it not? Um, for me, it was just a big issue with the skin and just being able to feel comfortable with someone and feel comfortable with myself and fitting in clothing, and I wouldn't, wear a bikini when I went out, like just things like that. What other questions were there? As far as my weight and my height, I'm 5'3". When I went into surgery, I was 117. I think I've probably put on a couple pounds now just because I did not eat good after surgery at all because I was so hungry. Um, and with the Percocets, I would definitely recommend if you're having the surgery to take stool softeners because the Percocets kind of get you all bind up and kind of constipated. So yeah, I went like 5 days without going to the bathroom but I'm taking stool softeners now, and that seems to be helping. So if you get bloated after surgery, that's probably why. What else? Pain medications, that's another thing you kind of don't think about. I don't have benefits or coverage, so I paid about it was close to $90 for my pain meds afterwards. I was prescribed Percocets or oxycodone, um, lorazepam for calming your nerves so you can sleep, and apocyclef, I don't know, some kind of antibiotics that I take twice daily until finished, just for healing and stuff. Yeah, so I just recommend that you check out your surgeons. This particular surgeon, I had known a few people that he had worked on, and his ads are all over the radio, and he used to work in Beverly Hills, and he's just a really, really friendly person, and I think you have to have like a, good connection with your surgeon if they're, it's quite a personal thing and a big step that you're taking, so you want to trust the person. So yeah, and before surgery, I was, like I said, I was about a double A to a small B cup. B cups were good for me, but I couldn't even really fill out the cup on top. Like all my volume was kind of on the bottom of my breast. I didn't have anything on top. They were just really, really kind of flat and slopey. And with the 375 cc's, I was hoping to obtain a full C cup, which is what I originally was after I had my breast reduction surgery before losing the weight and going down to the small B cup. Bandages are still on. I get the bandages taken off tomorrow, thank God. My biggest complaint with the bandages is A, it's hard to find anything to wear that doesn't show the bandages unless you're wearing like a turtleneck. B, they're super, super itchy, like all where the bandages are, it's just itchy and it's driving me crazy. C, it's a pain to have a shower because when I have a shower I have to blow dry them dry, which takes probably a good 10-15 minutes. So I'm so looking forward to just having them off and seeing everything as a whole. They have dropped, a little bit. I don't think they're going to drop too much from where they are now, just because I did get the high profile. So when I first had it done, they were probably sitting about here, and right now the top of them is about here. So I'm wearing something different today. I'm wearing a bikini top so I can kind of show you guys a little bit more. Again, you won't be able to see too much because of all the bandages. So here is the crease of my breast right there. So my incision, I got my incision on the crease. So yeah, they start there and they end there. As far as from the side, yeah, so this is kind of the look I was going for. I wanted them to really kind of project out from my body and have really good cleavage. Yeah, so I've got gauze all the way up, all the way through here. So yeah, and the gauze, without showing you too much, yeah, they're just kind of gauzed in a square around my nipple and all that. So hopefully, once all this is off, I can actually show you guys what they look like, and you can kind of get like a better picture. Yeah, so this one I had a scar revision as well, so I'm actually cut here, and I'm cut all the way up to the bottom of my nipple. When I had my reduction, I had a scar on this side that was about that wide, which was really, really noticeable, and I had a lot of problems with that. So what he did was he just kind of cut the scar out and pulled the skin back together and re-sewed it, so hopefully it scars better this time. So this side is probably where I have the most pain. It's kind of tender where the incision is, but honestly, it's more just kind of uncomfortable than it is painful. Cleavage is looking really, really well. I can probably pull this down a little bit, if you guys can see. So that's my cleavage so far. And again, once they drop, I think they're probably going to push, together a little bit, but I'm actually really happy with how they're sitting right now. So hopefully this answered all of your questions. I think I covered everything. Pain, like I said, pain is, it's basically not even there. As long as you stay on top of the medication and stay ahead of the pain, it's such a breeze. And now like I said, everyone's pain tolerance is different, and depending on where you get your placement, if it's under or over the muscle, that's really going to affect your pain as well. Um, I just think it's funny because I would say probably 90% of people that get implants get under the muscle, so I'm assuming that everyone is kind of wanting a more natural look. But just to let you guys know that, I mean, I got mine over the muscle, and I don't think mine look, I mean, considering they're still fresh, I don't think that mine look super, super fake. Like, I don't think that they look like just two balls sitting on my chest. I think that they suit my body type. I think I just look like, you know, I was kind of blessed with nice, perky boobs. So this kind of gives you, and there's not a lot of people on YouTube that have above the muscle implants and have videos on it, because it's definitely not the more common choice. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I covered my incision. The reason I got it under the breast fold was because I already had scars there from my reduction, and I don't mind them there. So I thought, you know, I've already been cut there once, why not just do it there again? There are many different incisions. If you guys don't know, you can go through the belly button, you can go through the armpit, you can go through the areola or your nipple, you can go under the crease. Lots of different choices. People that don't want scars normally go under their areola. That makes me a little nervous because I've had my nipples and my areolas cut off before for my reduction, and I didn't really want to risk losing sensitivity there again. Through the armpits, I've seen people get it done through the armpits, and it just looks really painful. You know, not being able to shave your arms, and then like the lifting, and I don't think that I'd want, like, I just think that that would be itchy and like really, really irritating. Through the belly button, I'm not saying that it doesn't work, I just don't like the thought of, like, I saw the size of my implant, and I can't imagine how they would fit that through my belly button up and into my boob, so I just didn't even want to know anything about that. So yeah, that's why I chose to get it underneath, and once the boobs drop and stuff, you really can't see the incision unless you kind of lift the implants up. As far as massaging or anything, my doctor did not tell me to do any massaging. I have the textured implant, so it moves with my breast tissue, so that I don't have to do the massages for that capsular contraction, which is awesome. That cost me an extra $1,000 for the textured, because I got the Natural textured implants. So, I mean, if it comes down to it and you guys get the chance, if you're going silicone, then you might as well go textured. It is going to be a little bit more money, but for me it's definitely worth it for not having to, like, worry about massaging your boobs every single day for the rest of your life. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to let me know. I think just most of the questions were cost and incision and placement and CCs and all that kind of good stuff. 350 cc's is probably the most common implant used. I know that when I Googled trying to figure out what I wanted, that was the most attractive size to me, because I thought it looked, you know, pretty natural, but not, you know, they were still full. But honestly, don't get your heart set on 350 until you talk to your surgeon, because you may need smaller or larger. Like in my case, I needed larger to fill out my skin. If I got the 350, I still would have had loose skin, and it would have been yucky. So just find a good surgeon, do your research, watch lots of videos if you can. And like I said, I will make a video tomorrow when I get back from the surgeons and all the bandages are off and I can finally see them as a whole. And I will try to come back with the same bikini top on, and I'll probably wear a few different things so you guys can check them out. And yeah, I am gonna go have my shower now and blow dry my bandages. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a great day.